biggest thing that I would take away from this experience is that your dreams matter. And thanks so much to cSPACE Eau Claire for just validating the arts and letting us try things, like just letting us try things. I am Priscilla. I am a daughter, a granddaughter, a cousin, a niece, a dreamer, change maker, a joy activist, and I am the creator and host of The Oratory. The Oratory is a live interactive talk show where we invite the community members to spectate, participate, and create. We believe that this is a playground for practice and to put into practice what we post. What we post online, what we share with our friends. And very often, sometimes, we're not able to have these conversations in community where we're not getting canceled, for example. We want to be able to ask the questions that we're afraid to ask and just practice getting comfortable, being uncomfortable with certain topics and certain things that maybe are on our hearts and on our minds. We want to cancel culture because it doesn't leave that room for growth and for asking questions and for making mistakes and trying things. And we're responding to the community and kind of like what they're resonating with and what they're seeing and what they need. So the Oratory has been just this beautiful, resting place to ask the questions that we've been, burning on our hearts and to explore different topics like astrology and, spirituality, or somatic abolitionism, which is kind of an embodied practice of kind of coming home to ourselves in our bodies. We talk about play as a form of resistance. So all of these topics we want to explore in terms of how do we connect to ourselves, but also in the greater collective and really make those changes. We are a part of the systems, individuals. So in order for us to change those systems, it does start within, doing that heart work, that deep dive work. We do stream online, so we can make it as accessible as possible for people to tune in and be a part of the community. And we always encourage people to come in person. You can't put a price on the connections that are made in person when it's flesh to flesh, person to person, just what happens here. Because, obviously if the pandemic taught us anything, it's that we are hardwired for connection. Our staple offering is the live talk show that happens once a week. It's every Sunday. We have a live band and then we interview a guest in residence about one of the topics that we briefly talked about. And then we'll do an activity, we'll do some kind of group activity. And then from there, we'll share about that activity. How did that resonate with people? What was coming up for them? We really break the fourth wall of, audience versus hosts as we're doing the interview. It's not even an interview, it's a conversation, right? And so we invite the audience to come in and to participate. So to show up is to participate. People have said it feels life-changing, they felt empowered to kind of take action in what they learned here at the Oratory and bring it back to their families, bring it back to their friends, their networks and workplaces and all of the things. People have shared things here that they said that they have never shared before, but they just felt that it was a space that, was welcoming enough to do that. I have been, an independent creative here in my hometown of Mohkinstsis for 10 years now. And only recently, I really started to take myself more seriously as an artist. And specifically, this residency has validated my art form, which is hosting and facilitating. We as hosts, we are the conduit for what's happening, for the audience and what they're experiencing, but also what's happening on the stage with that art form that they are experiencing. And so as hosts, we are kind of that bridge between both of the worlds. And I love all of the arts. And so the Oratory here at cSPACE Eau Claire has been this resting place for us to combine all of the arts and work with other local artists and other artist collectives and organizations. Thank goodness that cSPACE believed in me and believed in the Oratory, believed in us and what we're doing here, because I'm going to take that feeling and just oh my gosh, let it grow exponentially and continue to do the Oratories.